Hey there! Are you just getting home from a Disney World or a Universal trip and kind of have some park blues and you're having a hard time getting back into the swing of things? Well, we just got back from a trip ourselves and I want to share with you how I get back into the swing of things, how I go about my days whenever getting back home from a Disney World and Universal trip. So I thought I'd bring you along on a little day in my life and show you that. So if you are getting back from the parks and trying to figure out how to get back into the swing of things, I hope to help you today. Or if you're here just checking in and catching up with us, I appreciate you being here. So let's spend a day together. So if you didn't know, we went to Disney World and Universal last week. We were there for about a week or about 5 days, and then we headed up to Charlotte, North Carolina to visit a friend. So it's been a little bit since we've been back in the office and doing some Megan moves, kind of behind the scenes things. And for me personally, if you have been around, you kind of know that every month we go on a trip. Since we've moved back here to Pennsylvania, we kind of go on a trip to get some new content, visit new places, and since we are Disney World and Universal annual pass holders, we go down to the parks about every 2 months is how the trips have been going. So this past May, or I guess this past week, was our May trip that we did. So it was a really great time. We had a lot of fun and we got a lot of good content. But I know for myself, after taking these trips, the first day back is kind of the hardest day for me, and the day that I kind of give myself a lot of grace and I really try to get done as much as I can and try to ease myself back into reality and kind of getting work and everything done. So that was yesterday. Yesterday we were just kind of easing into things, trying to figure out what kind of content we want to get done, how we want to tackle the videos that we've taken, and how to get everything published and posted on YouTube and social media. So we kind of have a game plan for what we're going to be doing, which is nice. So today is the first real day that we've been back into the swing of things. It's morning here. We're doing a very unfiltered vlog. We've got our coffee going here in our Christmas mug, and my outfit is very much so work from home. We're not even like matching. We've got two pinks and stripes and everything going on. So this is a very behind the scenes look into a day in our life here, but also kind of helping you if you are easing into reality again from your Disney and Universal trip. I think this is relevant for any type of vacation that you go on. Once you are on vacation, you're really in a relaxed state, you're kind of enjoying yourself, you have a little escape from reality, but then once you go back home, it might be right into work that you're going. You might be getting right back into the swing of things, and it can be really difficult. I know for me, it's hard the day after trying to figure out how to get back into the work mindset and getting everything done after a trip. So the first day that I get back, I really try to relax and do as much as I can or take it easy and get back into the swing of things. So I know for myself what I've done, as you know, going on these trips, they are work trips here. We do Megan Moves full time here. And so whenever we are going on these trips, a lot of times I'm going to get content for you guys to share with you to help improve your theme park trips or just to expose you to a new place that you can potentially travel. And so a lot of what we do is, of course, video and vlog our adventures. So I was able to get a full vlog of the one Universal hotel that we stayed at, and then we have a full camera roll of just everything that we did on our trip. And so one thing that I like to do is I like to break up all of our days into albums so that way I can easily see the content that we have and kind of tackle videos from there. So for example, what we did was we went to Universal, we did Endless Summer, we did a couple of days at the Disney park, so I like to break up all of the content into albums so it's easily able to see all of the videos that we have. Another thing we got recently, if you've been around, I've been talking about how I need a new computer for editing because the current computer I have is from college and it is so old, so slow, it does not handle the quality of videos that our camera gets here. So we did go ahead and purchase a new Gateway computer. So this is just a good in-between computer that I'm excited to start using because it will at least be able to handle the footage a lot better in the meantime while we are trying to figure out how to build a computer. That's one thing that I'd like to do, to have all the needs that we need for editing videos, but I also think it would be a cool experience filming or building a personal computer. So that is something that we're going to be working on, but I'm excited to show you guys how we're going to be editing one of the vlogs on this new computer, and hopefully it's a lot easier than what we're dealing with right now. Another thing I like to do is to make a list of all the things that need done and kind of tackle them from there. So I've made a list today. It's our first real work day after I gave myself a grace day yesterday. So you can certainly not read anything that I have written because my handwriting is so poor. But if you are just kind of feeling scattered or overwhelmed from coming back from a trip, I recommend just creating a list, thinking about all the things you need to get done, and just write down a list of all the things and kind of prioritize in order what way things need to get done. I find that that's very helpful for me, and it gives me a very clear vision of what needs done and kind of how to tackle it. So for today, what we're doing, I need to do 3 shorts and TikTok posts. So we have a lot of short form content that we've gotten from the trip. So I want to start tackling videos from there. And then we are starting to build out a Discord and a Patreon, so we're going to be working on that today. We've got our weekly live stream going on, so that's going to happen this evening. And then I want to work on the endless summer vlog that we were able to get from the trip. So that's going to be on the new computer. I'm eager to test that out. I think it's a very doable day. So I like creating a list, and I recommend doing that if you're getting into the swing of things again from your Disney and Universal trip. I should also ask though, do you struggle with that whenever you get back home from vacation? It just feels like you obviously don't want to do anything because you were just so relaxed and having the time of your life on vacation. But what do you like to do whenever you come home from a trip? I know these are some things that I like to do, but also since we are kind of going through the same thing, I would like to hear what you like to do, so that way maybe I can apply it to our next trip that we go on. Well, it's been a couple of hours. It probably looks like I literally have not moved or done anything, but we were able to accomplish some things off of our list, which I'm very happy about. And now we're gonna get to editing our full endless summer vlog, but I just scheduled our weekly live stream for tonight. So by the time this video's out, it's already gonna be done. So if you wanna go back and watch that, you can hear all of the recaps and highlights of the trip. And I also am gonna share some tips going into summer for Universal and Disney World. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our editing on the new computer. So I'm eager to try it out. I do want to show you the quality difference between the computer that I currently have and the quality and speed that the new one will have. So the reason why I wanted a new computer was mainly for editing purposes. Takes so long to edit a video on the old computer because the playback speed is so slow. So I want to show you kind of a side-by-side view of what the difference is going to be, because I think it's going to be crazy. Now here is our current computer. We are editing in DaVinci Resolve. That's what I always use. But I'm going to hit play and show you guys what it looks like editing the current videos and then the difference. So here we go. Now, you can see that the audio plays all the way through, but the video skips, and it takes forever to edit because I need to see what's going on, make sure everything's okay in the video, but I think it's going to be a lot quicker in the next computer that we've been using or going to be using, so I'm really eager to see what that looks like. There is one thing that I do want to recommend to you if you're going to Disney World or you plan on going in the future. One thing that I find very helpful, I always struggle with iPhone storage. Like, I always have too many pictures and videos that I need to end up deleting or somehow saving so that way I have more storage for an upcoming trip. And I always use this little portable hard drive. It's this mini Sandisk hard drive. It plugs right into your iPhone. You can use this as just a little hard drive to store photos on. So anytime I go on a trip, I always have all of the photos on here. I put them in the little photo albums and I transfer it with this little hard drive. And then I just put all of the photos on a much larger hard drive that I have so I can store all of my photos and have storage on my phone to have, take pictures and videos on upcoming trips. So if you struggle with phone storage, highly recommend this, and I will share the link below because it has been a lifesaver. This is certainly going to be a little bit trickier to see because my screen is a lot smaller since I don't have it connected to my big monitor, but just look at how fast the playback speed is now. Welcome to Universal's Endless Summer Dockside Resort. We are staying for a couple of nights stay, and we want to bring you along and show you everything that you can expect to see and do. It is so much better, and this took not nearly as long as it has been to edit this vlog, so this is one that's going to be coming out soon of our stay at the Dockside Resort at Universal, so stay tuned for that, but I am so happy with how this computer performed. It's the end of the night, and it is about time for my bedtime, so I feel like we are back into the swing of things. I had a good break day yesterday, and we are fully off of our Disney blues and kind of getting back into the swing of things. So I hope this video was a little bit helpful for you. I also just wanted to give a little bit of a insight into what a day in the life looks like over here. I'd like to do more of them, so if you enjoyed this, let me know. I'd be happy to make more. And now that we have the new computer, I would be more apt to make more long form content. I hope you enjoyed your trip or are going to enjoy your trip if you were headed down to Disney World or just came back from the Orlando theme parks. And thank you so much for watching today. We will see you in the next vlog or video. See you guys!